So you can see it now, right? So so I click. So just very brief, like a general introduction. So Across is part of a major initiative set up by the European Commission, the European University Initiative. This is a flagship initiative by the European Strategy for Universities. The aim is to bring together European universities to create alliances to share resources and knowledge. Across the unites 10 universities in 10 countries from four border regions. And our goal is we strive for education without borders, and this through teaching, research, and engagement in our regions, in our cross-border or border regions. This is a map. You can have a look later on. We have more than 100,000 students connected or in our universities, more than 10,000 staff members, and several stakeholders, regional stakeholders that support our work in the regions in different tasks. Why across? So there's a challenge. Well, 1 of 3 Europeans live or studies in a border region. And this brings a lot of opportunities for the citizens of this region, but also certain barriers that remain more relevant than in the core country. These include legal, linguistic, and cultural and economic ones. And our goal is, as Alliance, with all our partners, external stakeholders, and our partner universities, is to facilitate learning, research, and work, and make it just they asked me something. So to make it more accessible for all participants, to increase access to education, and to the job market, also on the long term. So we have certain goals. We want to provide, one of our major goals is to provide joint learning offers and mobility paths for students and staff. Contribute to develop joint research structures and develop a shared governance with joint inclusion strategies. And we are funded for the next 4 years. However, as Desislava was already mentioning, of course, our goal is to make this a very long time success, like for all of us, and sustain. So the 4 years to come, we need to make it a sustainable approach to last much longer than this funding period. So identities in dialogue, what does it mean for us? So I thought yesterday about it, and I want to bring some examples that illustrate the beauty of the collaboration, but to some extent, of course, also challenges, but from my understanding, clearly challenges where we can only grow, even if they feel sometimes like slowing down things. But in the end, this like our diverse members make it the success or the sustainable we want to have it. So this is mainly through connecting people. So what are our activities? We have as I meant, we strive for a joint governance, highlighting inclusion and diversity, which has to be, we can't write it in. This is something we have to address and create awareness every time in every action we do. We have to bring people in to reflect what is needed for make it a real diverse and inclusive alliance. we have a digital campus, which is an essential tool for collaboration. We are 10 European universities spread all over Europe, and our goal is to increase mobility. However, we won't be able to reach this through sending people from one place to the other. So this digital tool, the eCampus, will be the core of the alliance. For another target group of ours, our citizens, the cross-border engagement centers, or citizens and external stakeholders, are essential points. I will come to this to connect external and internal stakeholder. Joint learning offer and, of course, research and innovation projects together with SMEs and public authorities to have this transfer from university towards the economical sector, and create also, well, and from an economical perspective, maybe have startups and revenue increase later on. So very short on that, I'm not going to go deeply in the governance. We have the core of our alliance are the task teams. They work on very different topics of what a university can do. Each task team, this is, I'm telling this because this is one of this where we see dialogue, and we're working also online mostly. Is essential to make our projects assess. These task teams, each task teams, we have 16 there, have 2 representatives of each university. So this is a very mixed group, plus students. And the task team leader is moderating, organizing, structuring our tasks. But in the end, all partners' opinion carry the same weight. So there's a lot of ongoing discussion and the need to find a compromise, one not only very often also due to institutional or national regulations, but also for preferences within these teams. And this is, I think this provides a lot of room for development for all these task members to live this negotiation process that is needed to fulfill the role in these task teams. As mentioned before, the Across eCampus is the digital core of the alliance. I know this image is very, very tiny, but I can tell you this platform is meant to support communication, collaboration, learning materials. This will be the bridge to the university business corporations, and to design, we are currently designing this eCampus. There's an ongoing process with the user needs, and the eCampus is a very good example where we work very closely with students. As one part of it is, of course, meant for the students. So they are very, very well intensively working with our members from Chemnitz, who's leading this task, to develop prototypes that match the needs of the students. So then another beautiful example is the Across engagement centers. These places, we have them we have on-site places, and we'll have an online virtual campus too. The virtual campus is more for business communication, or more likely, while the on-site engagement centers are more places for the people of the regions to go there to have exchange on what is across, what are our goals, what is in for them. And these physical centers are, well, at least I can tell from Chemnitz perspective, it's very located in the city center, so it's accessible for everyone. It's an open spot. We have events there, and you can see, as you can see in the picture, we try to bring people in that usually are not part of academic life, or not anymore. So very short summary. So what is what is our goal? Our goal is a sustainable transformation of our institutions with a positive impact on our regions. Well, and to reach this, we need colleagues, students, the regions, citizens, companies to work together. And having so many people involved, it's like linguistic and cultural differences are, of course, on the table, but these are not only due to like for different nationalities, also like because of our professions. We speak a different language that our academics and administrative staff is speaking. So it's every time a very it's a negotiation or what's important for them from their perspective. So the differences have they're present everywhere. I think it's or we believe it's the strength of the endeavor of the Across Alliance that we bring so many people together, and only together we can reach this long-term goal of lowering barriers between not only like the accessibility of study programs, but also within our institution and towards an openness to others in a broader sense. Yes, that's it. Thank you. So I'm very grateful for this conference here. I think the program tackles a lot of aspects is very important for us, and I'm really looking forward to it.